Do you need a real estate agent when buying a home? Well, the answer is very simple, and in this video, I'm going to lay out the ways you can best protect yourself during what is likely the biggest purchase of your life. And I'm getting started right now. What's up, everybody? This is Shira Adatto, and here on this channel, I cover what it's like to live, eat, work, play in the South Bay and beach cities of Los Angeles. So make sure you hit that red subscribe button below if you want to stay in the know. I get so many text calls, emails from people who are relocating to this area, and I absolutely love hearing from you. So if that's you and you're thinking of making a move anywhere in the Los Angeles area, make sure you reach out. So the question I get so frequently asked, does one need to work with a real estate agent when purchasing a home? Well, like I said, the answer is very simple. Yes, you do. Now, I know that I may be a wee bit biased as a real estate agent myself on this topic, but let me explain to you all the ways an agent helps and protects you when buying your largest asset, and then you can decide for yourself, especially because it doesn't cost you a dime. Yep, that's right. Be sure to stay on till the end so you understand how buyers agents get paid. Now, these days, a lot of people think everything's online. I have Zillow to search for homes. I can go to open houses to see the homes. So I don't really need a real estate agent, right? Well, finding a home, sure, you can see it online. You don't really need an agent to get in to see the home. Zillow and Redfin even have that little schedule a tour button you can do on your own, you can just go to an open house. Although here's a little insider tip. When you hit that schedule a tour button, you're not actually connecting with the listing agent like you might think you are. When you enter your information in, Zillow sends that to a realtor who paid them for leads, and that's who will be setting up your tour. Then their job is to follow up with you and try to get you to work with them. That realtor paid Zillow to acquire your information as a lead. So they are going to continue to try to win you over. So be careful if you don't want to get on some random realtor's spam list. But I digress. Let's say you do go it on your own and you find a home yourself, and now you want to make an offer. You found the one. What's next? How do you submit an offer? What documents do you need? How do you know what price to offer? How do you get an appraisal? How do you protect yourself if the home doesn't appraise? How do you set up your inspections? What inspections do you even need? How do you negotiate any repairs that need to be made? And how do you make sure your deposit is safe? How much deposit do you need to put down? And how do you get it back if something goes wrong? What disclosures do you need to receive to protect yourself from liability? There are hundreds of steps that go into this process. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could really lose your shirt. Finding your home is just the very first step in a very long process. Realtors don't get paid to find you a home and open doors. That's the easy part. You don't really need us for that, except for the exception that I will say we can help you find off-market properties. We can help you get a head start on properties that are in coming soon mode and are not yet online. And a side note, we can make the showing process simpler and more streamlined, especially when the home is on lockbox. And we can also save you time by previewing homes and not having you waste your time on homes that we know won't work for you. But that aside, let's say you don't need us. The real work begins once you find the home that you want to buy. And that's when you need a skilled negotiator and a trained professional on your side. What price do you offer? What inspections do you need? What credits to negotiate? Insurance, home warranty, appraisal. Every day there will be a new thing to do, and you want that trusted professional on your side to guide you through this process so that you and your best interests are protected. Realtors don't earn commissions for driving around and opening doors. Purchasing a home is a substantial legal transaction where you need a trusted advisor guiding you through the process to protect you. Which brings me to another myth about using a realtor, which is some people believe they don't need a buyer's agent and they can just submit an offer with the listing agent. They believe that maybe they'll get a better deal that way, or that maybe they're more likely to accept your offer if you're working directly with them. And here's why that's not a good idea. When a realtor lists a home, they sign a contract with the seller that requires a fiduciary responsibility to look out for that seller's best interest. So if their primary job is to protect the seller, can they really have your best interest at heart? Dual agency, where the agent represents both sides, is allowed in California, but my personal view of it is that it's a conflict of interest. Only under very extenuating circumstances would I agree to represent both parties. Think about it this way. If you were going to court, would you want the prosecution to also be the defense attorney? I don't think so. I can't emphasize this enough. The listing agent has a fiduciary responsibility to the seller. And while it is legal to do both sides, most good ethical agents will not represent both sides because it can be a conflict of interest. A good agent with integrity is really happy to pay over that commission to the buyer's agent side because they want the house sold. They want to make sure the transaction is going to close and that everyone is fairly represented. So they don't want to work with some discount agent. They want to work with a trusted agent they know will get the deal done and create a win-win for both sides. So don't always think you're going to get a better deal by working with a listing agent. Another thing to emphasize about today's market is that it's crucial to have a good agent who knows how to write a strong offer, how to package up that offer so that you can win in multiple offer situations. The offer really has to stand out. I have a great video on that topic, by the way, so check it out here. Now here's the final and maybe one of the most important points. A lot of people think they can save money by not working with an agent, but in fact, it doesn't cost you anything because the buyer's agent commissions are paid through the seller's proceeds. I'll explain how that works. When the listing agent negotiates the contract, they negotiate the commission fee when they represent the seller, and then that commission is split between the seller's agent and the buyer's agent. So the buyer's agent commission comes out of the seller's proceeds. Maybe even if you're not paying for it, I would argue that a good realtor is worth their fee because in the long run, they will save you a lot of money and they will protect you throughout the biggest purchase you'll probably ever make. Hiring an agent who knows what they're doing will help make the buying experience an informed one and an educated one with the least amount of stress and overwhelm. If you're in the market to buy, interview a trusted agent. Make sure their personality and values are in alignment with your vision and your goals, and I promise you it will be worth it. You can reach out to me with any questions. My philosophy is no question is too small. I have the heart of an educator. I want you to feel supported and informed. So if you're looking to buy anywhere in the US, and even if it's not my area of expertise, I can connect you with a fabulous ethical agent anywhere in the country. So definitely reach out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.